Right then, Ashley, well, I'm looking for you to start stepping up a gear or 7 now as far as this is concerned. You have managed 60 on a paper 1 so far, but that was a good few weeks ago and you've got nowhere near it since. So whereas everybody else seems to be improving paper by paper, you don't. So here you can't take 9 from 8, so you have to borrow. So that becomes a 1 and that becomes 18. So you do 9 from 18, which is 9, and then 1 from 1, which is 0. So what you're looking for there is 309. So you don't get that mark. And there you are missing 8. So you're only going to get 1 there. So 3, 6, 7. 3, miss that one. 1, 2, 3. 7 out of 9 there. 8,000 is correct. 88, no. Think of your square numbers. 8 8s are 64. 9 9s are 81. 10 10s are 100. 9 9s are 81. That's the square number. £1.40, well done. This is a percentage. 2 out of 8 is right, which is a quarter, but it's 25% is what they're looking for. That one's right. No, it's not. That should be 75 times 100. Okay. They're not going to accept you rounding 74.6 down. So you're only going to get 1 mark there. 24 isn't a prime number because 3 goes into it, 8 goes into it. 23 is the prime number they're looking for there. So 3, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12 on that first page. There's 18 marks on that first page. So you should be getting full marks on that now. And if you're not, that's something you've got to be sorting out. That one's right. This one isn't. So what you've got is 180 equals 10 times 24 minus the outlay. So 10 times 24 is 240 minus the outlay. So what you're asking yourself is, what have I got to take off 240 to give me 180? And the answer is 60. So £60 is the answer. Cone, octagon, pyramid, diameter. This is known as a tangent. That's known as a chord. Diameter you spelled wrong. So I know. So 6 for the page. That's right, that's right. 64 is right. 60 is right. Units of area are centimeters squared. So that's a careless mistake there. So you don't get your unit mark. 6, 8 for the page. Right, you're not going to get any quality of written communication because there isn't a single word there. What you've done here is fine, except not one of those is rounded. There isn't a single working out there, and for you to get that answer, then you've probably been tapping away on your mobile phone under the desk. So I'm not going to give you any marks for that. That was good. That's right. That's right, that's right. But there shouldn't be lines like that. What you're looking for is to join those up like that. Okay, so one of those is in the wrong place. 4.6 is fine. 12.4, 10, 11, 12. 0.4, yeah, that should be slightly further up. So you're going to get 1 mark for plotting your points, but you didn't draw a line. 120 gallons is not close enough, and you haven't shown me how you arrived at it, so you're not going to get those marks. What you needed to show me there was you can't get 40 off the graph, but you can get 20 and then double it, which actually is probably what you're doing there. I'll give you 1 mark for that. That's fine. 2, 4 for the page. So 160 is right. Only 7 can win. No. Not only 7 can win. There's 7 chances out of 16 of one person winning. So you have to do 7 out of 16 times the 320. And then that should be 80 pence. So no. So the rest of that isn't enough to get you any marks. 180, take away 114. It's definitely not that. That's not 27. So first of all, you've got to use the fact that that's a straight line. Angles on a straight line add up to 180. So if you take that away from 180, it'll give you that angle in there. This is a special triangle with 2 sides the same. It's called an isosceles triangle, which means those 2 angles are the same. So whatever 180 to 114 is, that is, and that is. If you add those 2 together and take that away from 180, you'll get that. So there's too many mistakes in there. And then similarly here, first of all, you've got to do that from 180, so that is wrong. And then whatever that is there, which you haven't written down, you then have to take that away from 360. So again, those are things that you should be doing now without any problem whatsoever. So if you can't do them, you need to practice them, and you need to take that responsibility. First ones are right, and then the others aren't. And again, this is one, watch how I do it on the video and then try it again. 6,200 isn't right. Each of these little squares is 200, not 100. Negative correlation is right, that's okay. And then 2.5 years on yours is about 3,100, that's okay. So you've got 4 there, 6 for the page. That's not an equation, that's not an equation. That's correct, but that's wrong. You can't simplify it any further than you have done there. So x divided by 3 is 10. You haven't got 3x, so that one's wrong. We will be good doing some algebra like that this week. And that's wrong as well. 23 tables isn't right. And that's not how you do it. And that's not right either. Again, this is one to watch me explain on the video clip. That will be 6, but you need to put some numbers around it. I need to have a full list of numbers, otherwise I can't work that out. And that one's not right. Okay, so you reckon about 60 to 70. I think you're being a little bit optimistic there. 12, 18, 26, 30, 34, 36, 42, 43. Okay, so you're a long way off how you think you're actually doing, and that's a much more reasonable estimate about where you are, but that's where you need to be. So the question is now, actually, what are you going to do to get yourself from there to there? You're looking at needing another 22 marks. So you're 7 off a D, but you don't want a D, you've already got a D. What's the point? You want a C. You've got to pick up another 25 marks from somewhere.